I have in front of me here a 12v 2amp power unit that's available in the CCTV section on the tvtrade.ie website. Now the purpose of this power unit is basically to provide power to a camera such as this mini dome camera here. And I'll just give a quick demonstration of how to set it up. Okay, so the power unit itself comes in two basic pieces. You have the power lead here, which we simply plug in, comes with a 3-pin plug, and what we do is we feed it directly into here, and what we do at that point is we can come along and we can give power to this camera here that's connected to this television. So as soon as we connect it up, we can see screen changes colour, and when I focus the camera in, we can see, this camera is able to power there. Now, we could come along anyway, and if we looked anyway, there's a total of 2 amps coming out of this, but the requirement of a simple camera like this is probably only about 0.3 amps. So, it leaves us in a situation what we can actually do is we can actually power a number of cameras such as this from a single power unit. So if we come along here, what we can do is just disconnect from the camera for a moment, and I'll just hold up this lead in front of me. So what we have is a basic socket here. So we take a single input and we can divide it and power up to 4 cameras from it. So what we do is I just push in this here. We can see it here, and now once again we have it working. Okay. So is there other power units in the range, and what would be the most popular power unit? Well, the most popular would certainly be the most basic and the least expensive, which is simply a 1 amp. Okay, and that would be ideal for certain situations where you're powering just one camera or a couple of low powered cameras. And then the step up above the 2 amp would be a 5 amp, which we have here, which once again would come with a 3-pin lead on it. And that would normally be powering a number of cameras or a high resolution thing. Wouldn't be as popular, but we certainly would sell some of those as well. Okay, so then we have to make a decision then in terms of where to locate the power unit. Well, you have 2 basic choices. You can put the power unit in at a central location next to the DVR perhaps, or you can put the power unit directly next to the camera. So this really will come down to how convenient it is, and do we have a power source where the camera is. So I'm going to cover those 2 eventualities and what cables we use with it. So if we had a situation where we're actually going to put the power unit right next to where the camera is, we would simply run a BNC to BNC cable such as this. This is a pre-terminated cable. So we just run the picture from the camera back directly to the DVR or the television. But if we were in a situation where there was no power source locally, we could use, let's say, something like this BNC and power cable. So what we're doing here is we're running the picture from the camera back to the DVR, but we're also running the power from the power unit directly to the camera to power it. So hopefully that gives you a fairly comprehensive overview of how you'd use this 2 amp 12 volt power unit that's available on the tvtrade.ie website.